Good morning, students. I hope all of you are staying safe at your homes. As you all know that during this OSP round 2, I have been sending video tutorials for your better understanding. And so here I am again. Today, our lesson is converting fractions into mixed number. But before we start, first we will have a quick recap of the previous lessons. In the previous lessons, we learned mixed number. When a whole number is added to a fraction, we get a mixed number. Then we learned about improper fraction, fractions where numerator is greater or equal to the denominator, we say it an improper fraction. And then we learned a very important point that numerator represents shaded parts and the denominator represents total parts in a whole. This means that in every fraction, the number in denominator is actually representing the total parts in which one whole is divided. Now today's lesson. This is an example on page number 73 of your textbook. As you see, here we have three circles. In every circle is divided into two equal parts. And here, in every circle, shaded area is 1 out of 2. So if we represent the shaded part of all these three circles, we get an improper fraction that is 3 over 2. Now what we have to do, we have to convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. As you notice here denominator is 2. So this means one whole is actually divided into two halves, or we can say there are three shaded halves and two shaded halves makes one whole. So we can say that this is actually one whole and one half. In the next step what we have done, we have written that the fraction 3 by 2 is actually equals to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 because actually we are adding this fraction 1 over 2 for 3 times. But when this fraction 1 over 2 is added for 2 times, we get another fraction that is 2 by 2. And as we have observed that the 2 by 2 fraction is actually equals to 1 whole. And when we add this 1 whole to a fraction 1 by 2, we get a mixed number 1 whole 1 by 2. This is the method by which we have converted the fraction, an improper fraction 3 by 2 into a mixed number. Now look at the next example. It is on page number 74 of your textbook. Here we have a question number 2 which says that change the fraction 7 by 3 to a mixed number. Here we are given with a number line. And as you see that on this number line, fractions, whole numbers and mixed numbers are plotted. If we start from number 0 and then we see that from 0 till 1 we have actually three parts. And the first point just after 0 we represent it by a fraction 1 over 3, next by a fraction 2 by 3 and next to it is represented by a fraction 3 by 3 which is also equals to 1 whole. So same in this case we move further. We have an improper fraction 4 by 3 which is also equals to a mixed number 1 whole 1 by 3, and the next to it we have an improper fraction 5 by 3 and that is equals to a mixed number 1 whole 1 whole 2 by 3, and next to it is an improper fraction 6 by 3 which is also equals to 2 wholes. So we say that 6/3 is equals to 2 wholes. Now what we have to do, we have to find the next missing mixed number. If you look at the explanation or the method here, it says that 7 by 3 is equals to 3 by 3 plus 3 by 3 plus 1 over 3 because we have actually represent this improper fraction in a different way. And we know that the one whole here is actually divided into three parts. So we have shown that this fraction 3 by 3 is actually equals to 1 whole plus 1 whole, and that makes 2 wholes plus a fraction 1 over 3, and here we have a mixed number 2 whole 1 by 3 which is actually missing on the number line. In the next example we see that we have to convert an improper fraction 10 by 6 into a mixed number. Here what we have to notice, here if we start from number 0 and goes to number 1, we see that there are actually 6 parts in between. This means here one whole is actually divided into 6 parts, not 3 as in example number 2. First point on number line is 0, and next to it is represented by a fraction 1 over 6. Next is 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, and then 6 by 6, which is actually equals to 1 whole here. When we move further, we see that we have an improper fraction 7 over 6, or you can say it is equals to a mixed number 1 whole 1 by 6. Next is 8 by 6, which is equals to mixed number 1 whole 2 by 6. Next is 9 by 6, which is equals to a mixed number 1 whole 3 by 6. And definitely the next one would be 1 whole 4 by 6 until we reach a point 12 by 6, which is also equals to 2 wholes. So student, if you notice, we can easily convert an improper fraction into a mixed number, or we can say that we can convert a mixed number into an improper fraction using this method. Now this is a conclusion or wrap up of this topic. Here what you need to remember is in fractions, numerator represented shaded parts and the denominator represent total parts in a whole. An improper fraction can be converted into a mixed number and vice versa. So student, this is all for today. Now you can complete your page number 77 of your textbook, which are the practice questions. And inshallah, see you tomorrow. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.